So, let me guess. You sat down at 8 p.m. ready to study, and suddenly it's 11:30 and you've successfully scrolled brain rot reels for over 4 hours, and you felt guilty, and here you are now, watching motivational videos because of that same guilt. You see, guilt makes you want to feel productive without actually being productive. And watching those motivational videos gives you that temporary dopamine. It triggers your brain into thinking you're improving, even if you're just sitting there in your bed. Think of it like cleaning your room. By moving stuff under the bed, it feels like progress. But nothing actually changed because the garbage still remains. Researchers call this moral self licensing. Basically, when you feel guilty for being lazy, your brain tries to restore your self image by doing something that feels productive, like watching motivational content. So, yeah, motivational videos can feel like progress, but unless you act on them, it's just guilt dressed up as productivity. So, here is an actual guide on how to improve your time management. First things first, you don't actually have a time problem. You have a priority problem. You've got a whopping 24 hours every single day. That's around 1440 glorious minutes to spend however you want. But you decide to spend 600 of those minutes on stupid shark dancing videos, and the rest of the 800 minutes are gone into sleeping, eating, and procrastinating on the actual task. You see, motivation doesn't come first. It comes after you start. Miyamoto Musashi once said, "It may seem difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. You can't expect yourself to ride a bike by just watching tutorials on how to ride a bike. You learn when you actually go out of your comfort zone and sit on a bike." Motivation comes with action. And speaking of action, if something takes less than 2 minutes to start, just do it. Because the moment you hesitate, YouTube is going to stare at you and suddenly it's 3 a.m. An object in motion tends to stay in motion. An object at rest tends to stay at rest. So, yeah, just start or don't. But if you don't, your to do list will start to grow and it will only become harder. If you want more control over your day, separate your time. Divide your 24 hours like a pizza. You don't need to micromanage every second, just give your day some structure so you at least have an idea of where to start with what. And something that really helps me are sticky notes. Write short one line task names like finish your homework and stick them where you can't avoid them. I usually put them next to the touchpad on my laptop, but you can also put it on your desk, next to your bed, or even your forehead, whatever works. What matters here is that you see the notes regularly throughout the day. This constant reminder is part of why this approach works for me. When you've completed your task, you move the sticky note onto the pile of completed tasks. I know this sounds simple, but it is this physical feedback that triggers a sense of accomplishment. Seeing the pile of uncompleted tasks shrink while the pile of finished tasks grow is motivating. Finally, there's the Pomodoro technique. You pick a task, set a timer for 25 minutes, work non-stop during those 25 minutes. No distractions, no multitasking, just that one thing. And when the timer rings, take a 5-minute break. You can stretch, grab a snack, stare at a wall, whatever. After taking 4 Pomodoros, take a longer break, like 15 to 20 minutes, and repeat. It works well because it turns big, scary tasks into small chunks so you don't feel overwhelmed. And the break gives your brain a reset instead of melting into a burnout. Instead of grinding non-stop until your brain turns into mashed potatoes, Pomodoro forces you to pause and recharge. The 5-minute break isn't laziness, it's the fuel for the next round. Make sure to keep your phone in another room to avoid distractions in that 25 minutes that you will focus on studying. I don't have to close my notifications because no one really calls me. So that's always a benefit. And the last thing you should do before you sleep is plan tomorrow. Seriously, a simple to do list on a sticky note can reduce morning anxiety and help you actually start your day instead of just worrying about things. In the end, time management is not about doing everything, it's about doing the right thing at the right time. And hey, if you really hate procrastinating, just be like me. Because me personally, I don't even procrastinate anymore. I just straight up neglect 100% of my responsibilities.